Welcome back, guys. The boy M.Scott, the man rushing. It's the Weekly Dog Sports Bet Podcast.
And I'm East selling the Mayor Taylor Street.
And this segment is called Bears Talk.
The Bears.
Bears. I'm so disappointed in the Bears, man. The defense did they pop. We still the monster of the midway, but the offense just can't catch up, bro. I mean, the game was so disappointing on Sunday. You had all the people fly out to Houston, Texas, and party like rock stars. And it was actually a good game for the Jets. Lost the game, man. What's your takes on it, man? Drop me a couple ones.
Man, before I drop my take, man, please make sure y'all like, subscribe, share.
Please
man,
do that.
Especially on this Bears talk, man. I know we got a lot of Bears fans out here, so give us y'all feedback. You know, whether y'all agree or disagree, we're gonna give y'all our take about the Bears. But right away, man, just getting back into it, it was very just disappointing offensively, man. Offensively, again, I just feel like it's sad because I'm sick of it. You know, I'm sick of these years after year after year after year.
Yeah.
Like, we always have our hopes high as far as we have a new offense is concerned. And training camp, they always been great. We got the everybody over there in what they go Lake Forest.
Right.
Lake all the fans, and they going good touchdown. They saying how raw our offense about to be dynamic, and we got all these playmakers. And then we get to the game, and it's like nobody can be found on offense. You know, and I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm not going to just sit here and say it's all Caleb Williams because the offensive line was horrific.
Right, let's get into it.
Man, this is getting out of hand. You know, like what do we have to do to get an offensive line like every other 32 team in the NFL?
Man, like, I'm gonna say Ryan Poles, we trust it's to the link, man. Like Ryan Poles, you put this team together, bro. And I'm like, I have faith in you. You brought us a good quarterback. We got good receivers. But, man, one thing we don't have is a good offensive line. And it's sickening, man. It's like when you build the old school car. You got the rims. I'm talking about we got 24-inch rims. We got a brand new paint job. We got a 450 motor, but we don't have a transmission. You know what I'm saying? How you can have this nice car with no transmission? Like, you missed the most important thing. Like, we look at Detroit and how they turned it around. Detroit can block. You look at Kansas City team. Kansas City can block. Miami team. Miami could block. Philadelphia could block. They can block and run the football. So it's like you can't have all these shiny new toys like you invested in skill positions like Swift. Yeah, he nice at running back. DJ Moore, great at wide receiver. Keenan Allen, nice at wide receiver. Roma Dunze, he decent at wide receiver. But if we don't have time to throw the ball, like, it's all for nothing. You can't, if we got this nice car sitting on these nice rims, a great motor, but we can't get in the drive. Like, we put the car in the drive and it just, like, it don't go. The trans keeps slipping. Like, we got to rebuild a transmission. You got to start with a trans and a motor first on the car. You can't just, man, I got this great motor, but you ain't got the right trans, or you got the rims, you got the piping, the nice interior on the car, but the car don't move. That's what the Bears is right now. Right now, the Bears is a car that do not move.
And it's sad, too.
I'm done with the McCaskey Kool-Aid right now. I got the whole keg of it. I'm going to empty it out. I'm not, we don't have the red cups.
No red cups. No red cups.
I'm taking the gloves off, man. We playing against a team this week in the Colts, and we better have a transmission in this car. Like, we got to run the ball. This is the worst run offense. This is the worst run defense in the league right now. And I want to see us run the ball, and I want to see Caleb Williams get at least 2 passing touchdowns. That's
just get a touchdown in general, Caleb. I mean,
yes,
let's keep it 100. You haven't got a passing touchdown since we seen you in the NFL. And I think every last quarterback in the NFL that started at least got besides Bryce Young.
It's a couple
that's not the company that you want to be under. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be in that company, be the number 1 pick. You know, and I'm not gonna necessarily like kill you because you did start the game off 12-15. You know, you was doing a lot of you know, I feel like I've seen a lot of mistakes that you made the first game. You did good in the second game. It was much better. It's just the offensive line and shame. I mean, we're not gonna let you off the hook.
Dirty shame. We're not gonna let you off the hook.
We can't let you off the hook, and we're not gonna let Eagles off the hook for bringing this guy in because at the end of the day, I mean, it got to be something that we can do as far as offensive game plan to, you know, to benefit the actual offensive line that we have because we did it last year, you know, with Justin Fields.
We got to play time stretch.
It was top 5 in rushing last year, so at least, even if we got to run the ball a couple of times, first, second down, let's hand the ball off behind the snap. Don't do the shotgun little stuff. We don't need no good being 4 yards behind. We need to come in there, game banging right away, you know, and hound them because they, as a team that cannot stop the run. You seen last game.
They got the worst run. They got the worst run defense. I want to see some plays drawn up. Shane, low down, dirty Shane. I don't know. Hey, like I was sold on you. I'm not gonna blame Eberflus because Eberflus is the defensive coach and the defense is playing well. But I will blame Ryan Poles because Poles, you put this team together. You should have made sure you had an offensive line. And with the offensive line being in shells, like we don't even know who's hiking the ball. We ain't got good solid guards. We ain't had solid offensive line play. So it's up to you to fix it. I don't know if it's going to be free agency. I don't know if you got to go to China and have them build a robot, clone somebody. Like, you got to get somebody. You got to get Kelsey to come out of retirement, stop doing a podcast and hike the ball. Like, you going to have to do something. You're going to have to put on a uniform and go block yourself. Like, we got to see.
The real white, our first round pick from last.
Man, he
don't think we ain't seen what you've been doing lately.
We looked at hard. Him and Shannon, oh my God, like the guards, the tackles, the whole offensive line been looking like crap. I can't say nothing else, dog.
We waste another great defense. It looks like we're trying to waste another great defense. I mean, we've only had so many years as a good defense. And that's kudos to them because to just hold Houston Texans to 19 points?
Yeah, they did their job. I mean, the Bears did their job.
What else you could do? You know, they kept giving the ball, and that's a solid offensive juggernaut type of team right there. So
it's week 2. I'm not sold on Houston either. Like, you might give them a lot of praise and this and that. I'm not sold on Houston.
I'm just going based on what they did last year with the little mix.
Last year I wasn't impressed. Like C.J. Stroud was a good quarterback last year. They had a good run at it, but oh no, they got to do it this year. And they've been doing it so far this year. They solid. They beat us. They scored 19 against the Bears. They could have scored more, but Caleb Williams had the ball. The last possession, he could have scored. You know what I mean?
But
he didn't drive us downfield. Like, look at Kirk Cousins. You like that?
You like that?
You see what he did? Now, that's what I was expecting for Caleb Williams. Maybe not to the extent of Kirk Cousins, but we need something like that, man, coming down. When you got 2 minutes left in the game, you got an opportunity to score, you got to complete the ball downfield, and you got to run some plays. Yeah. And right now, Shane, I'm not sure what's going on, but move the pocket around. Like, do some draw plays. The screen was just looking suspect. The running game was just all suspect, Joe. We got to pull the guard. We got to play some football, man. We got to play some real football this week. I'm not drinking the McCaskey Kool-Aid ever again, man. I'm done with the McCaskey Kool-Aid at this point. Like, we going to hold y'all accountable on this show.
I got to hold them accountable. No? There's another guy I'm going to hold accountable, too, because we didn't bring him in as a coach. You know what I'm talking about, Keenan Allen. I know you trying to retire, but I didn't know you was retiring before you got here. Like, you supposed to be the wide receiver coach or something. You need to get out there on this field and help us out. We didn't bring you in.
He's 32 and he hurt. I ain't gonna blame Keenan Allen, man. He hurt. He's 32. He hurt. He hurt, man. Like, Keenan Allen, if the offensive line don't block, ain't nothing he can do. He might as well chill, man. You don't want to break his leg. Like, let's get the line fixed this week. Let's at least get that fixed. Let's go. Let's at least move. Let's take a step forward. We took a few steps back. Let's take a step forward. I ain't gonna harp on Allen too hard. But I do want to see some 2 tight end sets. Like, we invested in too many tight ends.
Where is Kool
this year? Like Cole Kmet, Gerald. What's his name? Gerald Everett. I want to see some 2 tight end sets. I want to see some power football this week. I want at least 25 rushes. I take 20 passes. Caleb don't look. He didn't look me. I really don't know what we got in the quarterback because we can't protect. So I don't want to come off too hard on Caleb. I want to direct my energy and my focus to the coaches and the owners and the management, not the ownership, the management. Because Ryan Poles, we giving you free reins. You did the move. You did the thing. But, man, you got to nail home this offensive line because everybody knows in the NFL, one thing you can say about all the teams that win Super Bowl, they can block. And it start up front. You got a good offensive line, good defensive line. You got to start there. You can't start with these top players because by week 8, they're going to be trade bait. By week 8, week 9, they're going to be trade bait. We're going to be thinking about next season if it keep going like this. And we 2 games in.
On the positive note, we 1-1.
Yeah, we 2 games in.
We did lose to an LC team, so it's not like we lost to somebody in our conference. So that's the positive. But let's get us together, offensive line, like he said. You know, that's something that needs to happen immediately. We playing against another LC team, and let's work on this before we start playing against those dogs in the NFC.
Man, before we get to this NFC, let's get this car right, man. It looked good. It looked good. The pictures look good. It started up. It sounded good. Man, let's get this car rolling, man. I'm ready to get this car rolling. I'm tired of looking at it in the garage. I want to burn it up the street. I want to see it burn rubber, do donuts, all of that, man. I'm ready for the car show. Ryan Pose, man, get it together, man. Get the transmission together. Get the offensive line together. You did solid. Defensive line, you did solid. You hired a couple of mercenaries. You drafted well. Offensive line, we gotta have that, bro. We can't continuously not be able to run the ball and protect our quarterback. It don't look good for us as a team. It don't look good for where we're going. It don't look good for you. It's a bad look for you. I actually like you. I like how you look being our boss. But man, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. Offensive line gotta do better. And man, I'm still betting with the Bears. Don't get me wrong. I'm betting with the Bears this week against the Colts. The Bears should win this game, but we're gonna talk about that on the picks, man. I'm just no McCaskey Kool-Aid, Joe. None of that, man. I'm done with that for a minute. We gotta quit celebrating. This time I'm back to earth.
No more flags either. No more flags either. No more offensive line flags, false starts, delayed games, all that too. That's what I was blaming. That's more I was blaming. Even Fluce on was those offensive those flags, those delayed games after a timeout, or those false starts.
Oh, that's one thing we didn't address.
The 1st and 15.
The actual call challenge plays that Eberflus did. Like, why would you challenge those plays, man? Like, that right there, like, I've been with you this whole time, all 3 years. Eberflus, like, you was a little shaky last year, but then when you took over the defense, I was riding with you. Now it's kind of hard to protect you, bro. You challenging plays like that. You can't keep challenging plays. When we watching the game on live TV, we can see it's a catch by Stephon Diggs. We can see Brisker drop the ball. Like, why is you challenging these plays? We need those timeouts. We could have used those timeouts. So you have another game like that challenging plays, man. We put your head on the block too. I'm starting to feel like, man, why didn't we get Jim Harbaugh? At first I was like, man, you know, Eberflus wasn't that bad, but I'm starting to get a feeling like,
he's a great person.
Why didn't we get Harbaugh? I'm starting to get that feeling in my stomach, like, man, we might have made the bad decision not getting Jim Harbaugh. So that's why I'm at with the Bears. Man, it's Bears Talk. Like, subscribe, share.
Comment.
All that, man. It's M.Scott the man rushing.
I'm East Selling at Taylor Street.
And we're going to see you on the other side of the break, man. We got to come up with the picks, bro. Let's burn this house down.